Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy spot! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to another live stream for your Monday night, September 19, 2022. And tonight we're going to be ranking the NRL wingers based off the 2022 form. So obviously the 2022 NRL season, we're going to be ranking these wingers off how they went this year. Apologies about the internet connection. It's been quite inconsistent all day. It's still holding up all right, but might be a bit blurry for you guys at the moment. So hopefully that improves as the stream goes on. But to help me rank the NRL wingers based off this year's form, it is the great Proenzo Vids. Lorenzo, yes. How you going, bro? And thanks for coming on tonight.
Yeah, I'm very good, brother. Thanks for having me on to rank the wingers. Should be a very interesting, interesting ranking here since there's a lot to choose from. But yeah, I'm going well, and keen to get into it.
32 wingers to rank. Wow,
that's a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot.
There's a lot of them to get through, bro. We've got to try and give them a good running now. As you guys can see on the screen right here, might be a bit of it could be a bit hard for you guys to read, but I hope not. Right here, where I've got the mouse right now, horrible winger. The horrible wingers will go into this category. This next section is the average wingers. So the average wingers will go in this section right here. The decent wingers will go in the middle. Classy wingers will go in this section, and the best wingers will go up the top. So the best wingers in the game will be right up the top. Proenzo Vids, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's go. Let's go, Keen.
Well, before we go into anything else, I want to say hello to everybody in the live chat. We've got 22 people here as we speak. Hello to Isaac. Hello to Let's Go Bulldogs. Daniel Sexton. XRP Benno is here. Faraz. CJ Moxley. Electrical Dust, Let's Go Bulldogs. Piripi, SS Storm fan, Yeet Boy is here. Jason Reader. Good to see the chat. Cody Games PlayStation's here as well. It's good to see the chat. Looking good for a beautiful Monday night. All right, let's do it, Proenzo. Let's rip in.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
And also, hello to Luke Melbourne Storm fan and Jay Evans. Hello, my friends. Hope you're well. All right. The first winger we're going to rank. Now, some of these wingers are not accurate with some of the pictures and whatnot. We're going to start off with the Sharkies, bro. Ronaldo Mulitalo. Where would you put Ronaldo, Mr. Proenzo Vids?
Yeah, Ronaldo's had a great season, I reckon, and he's been fantastic for the Sharks, you know. I'm thinking about classy or, the top list, like top tier.
I think classy as well.
I would have him at the top of classy, like around the top end of classy, I reckon, for Ronaldo.
You know what? I think we've started well. We're in a agreement. Ronaldo Mulitalo is a classy winger, no doubt about it. I don't know if he's in the top. If he is in the top, then he's definitely right at the bottom of it. So let's put him in classy for now. Obviously, we can change him later on, switch it up a little bit, make some changes when we finish it. But for now, Ronaldo Mulitalo.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go to you know what? Let's go to Manly. Let's go to one of your boys, mate. Christian Tupo. I think he's had a pretty decent year in a really average Manly side. Where would you put Tupo?
Yeah, I guess without sounding too biased, yeah, he's had a great year. Tupo, like he's been one of the surprise packers this year. I don't think anyone's like sort of rated him before the start of the year, but I think he's come good this year. I would personally have him in decent. I reckon. I think he's done pretty good in a struggling Manly side. So for me, as a Manly fan, I have him in the decent category.
I think he is decent as well, but he's at like the bottom end of decent. I mean, you probably could argue a case for him to be in average,
Yeah.
but I think he's better than the average winger, bro. I think he's actually had a pretty good season, considering how shit Manly have been, how disappointing they've been this year. So I'm with you. I'm happy to put Christian Tupo in decent. I'm fine to do that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
All right. 2 Sydney clubs to start off. Let's go to the nation's capital, mate. The Canberra Raiders winger here, Nick Kotrick, or Nick Chotrick, as he's also known to now. He's had a pretty good season. He is a quality winger. I think Nick Chotrick goes behind Ronaldo, or he's at the top of decent. What do you reckon about Kotrick?
Yeah, it's a tough one with Kotrick. I think he's had some good moments this year, but he's had some really poor moments as well. I don't think he's an awful winger. Like he's definitely not a horrible or definitely not an average, but I don't think he's anything amazing. I would have him just behind Tupo, in my opinion, in decent. That's just me.
Behind Tupo? Really?
Yeah, no, I think so, but not by a lot though.
I'd probably have him in front of Tupo. I think I would.
It's tough.
I don't know.
Tough. It's tough.
He's definitely indecent, isn't he? He's definitely indecent, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely decent. Right. I wouldn't argue.
Let's put him in front of Tupo for now, and we can change it later if we have to. We can change it later. Let's put him there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the Bulldogs. Excuse me. Bulldogs young winger Jacob Carraz. I like the kid, but where would Carraz be right now, in your opinion?
Yeah, look, I think Carraz has been pretty similar to what Tupo has been for Manly this year. You know, he's come burst through the scenes as a good young winger who scored a lot of tries and limited game time, and I think he's got a big future. I think he's indecent, but he's like right at the end of the bottom end of decent, like right at the end of the bottom of the decent category.
I think he's in average because I just feel he hasn't played enough football to be classy. I don't know if he's on the same level as a Nick Kotrick or a Christian Tupo. I think he's at the top end of average, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. Like, it's either for me the end of decent or the top end of average, I reckon.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll put him at average for now because he's played, 12, 13 NRL games? He hasn't played a lot of footy.
Something like that.
I don't know if it's fair to put him in decent right now, but I think he's in average.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Oh, bro, sure. I don't know about you, but I reckon by the end of next year, we'll be talking about Carraz maybe in classy by next year, bro. I reckon he's a gun.
He may come good next year. I agree, actually.
He definitely could. All right, let's go to the Eels. Micah Sevo, mate. The Eels storming beastie winger Micah Sevo. Where would you have Sevo? Obviously, he missed a fair bit at the start of the year, but he's come back good, hasn't he, Sevo?
Yeah, he has. And, obviously, I guess him missing half a season wasn't easy, but I thought Sevo's comeback was pretty good. Like, when he came back from the ACL, he, found his best again and seemed to go pretty well towards the games he did play this year. Where would I have him? I'd have him just behind Ronaldo and Classy, I reckon. Like, just behind Ronaldo and Classy.
You know what? We got very similar minds right now, bro. I'm thinking the same. Sevo is not the best winger. He ain't in that top 2, top 3 list. He is definitely top 10. But behind Ronaldo, I'm fine with that, bro.
Yeah, I am too. He's a great player.
Oh, hang on. What the fuck? There we go. I've got no problem with Sevo being put right there. He's a good player. Classy winger. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the West Tigers, who had an abysmal season. We'll start off with Ken Mamalo, arguably one of the best players this year. Where would you have big Ken Mamalo?
Yeah, look, I think Mamalo was one of the better players in the striking season for the Tigers, but I don't know about Ken sometimes. I do think he does some good things, but I don't know if he's like
Bad
a
things too.
decent. I don't think he's a decent winger in my opinion. I would
Really?
have. Yeah, I don't think so. I'd have Ken Mamalo just in front of Carraz and average. I reckon top end of average.
Fuck, you'd have him in average. Wow.
Yeah, top end though, top end. So like on the brink of decent.
Wow. I thought you would have had him at bottom end of decent, eh? Dead set.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
close, but I was close, very close.
Wow. Okay. Ken Mamalo in decent. Wow, in average. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll compromise with you. Let's put Ken Mamalo at average, but I just want to let the viewers know. I would have Mamalo in decent. You've got him in average. I'm fine with that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
no, fair
I'm fine
enough,
with
fair
that.
enough.
While we're on the Tigers, what about Brent Naden, bro? I like Brent Naden. I think he's a pretty decent winger, but he's had an average season, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, especially quitting the Bulldogs early in the year and then going to the Tigers. I don't think his form's changed that much. Really, he's still the same player that, like, does good things, but far out. He makes a lot of errors, Naden. But for me, I would have Naden in the average category as well. Personally, I'd probably just have Naden behind Carraz. Yeah, Naden in
Yep.
average.
I'd probably have him in front of Carraz, but I'm okay with him to be behind. He hasn't had the best year, Naden, has he?
No, he hasn't. He can be good, but can be a bit inconsistent too.
He is a good player, but yeah, I'm with you, bro. He does have his moments. All right, let's go to everyone's fan favorite, mate, the Fox,
Oh,
Josh
Fox.
Adokar. Now, the Fox is hard to get a read on this year because the Bulldogs have had a pretty average season. The Fox started the year really slow, and then he come good at the back end, especially around the middle part of the year. Adokar, bro. I think
Mm.
Adokar's probably in classy somewhere.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's tougher with Adokar because, like you said, he did have a slow start to the year, but he came good after. Look, for me, I would have Adokar
Behind
just.
Sevo.
I would have him, yeah, behind Sivo. Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I don't think you can put him in the best. So
Nah,
yeah,
not.
behind Sevo.
Yeah, I agree.
Behind Sevo. So that's classy. Oh
Yep,
fuck
yep.
me. What's this computer doing? Adokar, classy winger. I've got no problem with that, bro. He's a quality winger. The Fox. You love watching him play too. He's so entertaining to watch.
Oh,
All right.
100%.
Let's go to. Oh, all right. Let's go to the Gold Coast, brother. The fucking Gold Coast. Shit. Oh, hang on. I'm still live. Sorry, mate. That connection was playing games with me.
Yeah, it's all right.
Provenzo Vids.
All
Greg
good.
Marzou from the Gold Coast. What do you reckon?
Greg Marzou from the Gold Coast. Look, he's not a bad player. I reckon definitely is not one of the worst times players in the club. But I'd have Greg Marzou probably in average behind Naden. That's just me. So I'd probably rank him in average.
I don't think Marzou's horrible. I don't think he's shit. Yeah, I'm with you. Behind Naden, right?
Yep.
All right. Greg Marzou, average for now. I mean, obviously he'll get better. While we're on the Titans, we might as well just go to the other one there, Corey Thompson. I don't mind Corey Thompson. I think he's quite underrated. Where would you have Corey Thompson, bro?
Yeah, I don't mind Thompson. Like, I don't think he's played as many games as what some of the other Titans wingers have, like Marzu and that. But I think Thompson is
Yeah.
definitely decent. Like, gives it a crack. But I think based on this year's form, I would just have him in the top tier of average. That's just me. Probably.
He's played like 12 games this year, I think.
Yeah. It's a tough one. I'll tell you what. I'll put him just
Behind
in between. No, I'll probably just have him in front of Naden. Just in front of Naden.
All right. That's fair. I think that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
if it were up to me, I'd probably have Naden in front of Thompson and whatever. But yeah, that's all right, bro. Thompson, he's average. He's had an
Yeah,
average
I
season, bro.
agree.
The Titans have had an average year in general. Titans have been shithouse. All right, let's go to the Dragons. All right, Matthew Feaguy. Now, for some reason, they've got fucking Tyrell Sloan here and someone else, but that's all right. We're gonna use him as Matthew Feaguy and Ravalawa. Matthew Feaguy, bro. Where would you rank him this season? He's played like 20 plus games.
I quite like Figo actually. I think he's done a good job in his like real main season playing first grade. Definitely
He's
not a
done
bad
well.
player. Definitely not a bad player. But for me, I would have him decent, just behind Tupo.
Yep.
I reckon decent for me.
Would you have him in front or behind Tupo? Because I reckon they've had pretty similar years, eh?
Yeah, both been pretty similar, but I guess just because Tupo's got more tries than him, I just have him just behind him.
All right, let's just put him there behind Tupelotti for now. He's definitely a decent winger, bro. I think he's had a good year, Matthew Figo. I like him. While we're at it, because they haven't updated the profiles properly, Ravalawa from the Dragons. Now, he played the first half of the year and then he got injured, but Ravalawa did play about 14, 15 games this year. So, Mikhaili Ravalawa, where would you rank him?
Yeah, big Ravalawa, the flying Fijian. Yeah, look, I don't know. He's missed a couple of games this year, hasn't he? So it's a bit tough, but look,
Average or decent?
I'll probably just have him decent, just behind Figo.
Yeah, I think that's fair, bro. I think that's fair. All right, put Ravalawa there. Obviously, they haven't got the profiles updated with the Dragons players, but not much we can really do about that. Ravalawa indecent for now, mate. All right. Let's go to the Roosters. Joseph Sawali, the golden boy, the chosen one, whatever they want to call him. Where would you rank Joseph Suwali or Suwali, however you pronounce it?
Yeah, Sualiti. Yeah, I think he's had a great year personally. Like he's still very young. You know,
I know where I'm putting him.
Yeah, I think I know where I'm putting him as well. He's a great player. Definitely full potential. I would have him in the best category.
Yes, 100%. Joseph Suwali or Joseph Suwali, however you want to pronounce his name, he has had one of the best seasons out of all the wingers. I think he's definitely in the best. Whether he is the best, I guess we'll get to that later on. He's definitely in the top three for me.
Yeah, no
for
doubt.
sure.
No doubt.
He's a superstar, this kid. He could be anything. I love him.
Oh,
I think he's fantastic.
Player. Absolutely.
One of the best wingers in the comp, bro. Without a doubt. Definitely top three this year. He's had a great season. All right. Let's go to one of the Roosters' big rivals, their main arch rivals here, the Rabbitohs, Alex Johnson. Where would you rate Alex Johnson?
AJ is a consistent winger, very good player, always scores every week.
Top try scorer.
It's rare for him to have a quiet game. Top try scorer too. Yeah, look, I'll probably have him in the best as well. Just above Suwali based on this year's form.
I think AJ and Joseph Suwali are extremely close. AJ is the top try scorer this year, and I think he deserves the credit. And
I'm basing it off. Yeah.
You got to respect his name, bro. I think Johnson is in front of him too. I believe that.
Yeah, based on the tries and the consistency, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, and the fact that Alex Johnson never gets nominated to play for New South Wales makes me physically sick.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Always overlooked.
He gets overlooked every fucking year. It makes me fucking wild, to be honest. All right. Let's go to the best team in the comp, mate. The Cowboys. Fuck Penrith. They're not better than us. Let's go to the mighty Cowboys, the team I support. Murray Tuilagi. Now, Tuilagi's had an incredible year. He played Origin this year, and he didn't go great in Origin, but he still played Origin, and he's had an incredible year. Murray Tuilagi, bro, where would you rank him off this year's form?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident with this one, actually. I think he's had a great year, and I think I know where I'll put him. I'm just going to have him just in front of Sivo. Just in front of Sivo in the classy win category, I reckon.
Would you have Murray Tuilagi in front of Ronaldo or no?
Oh, it's close, but probably not yet. Not yet.
I think he's definitely in classy, 100%. I couldn't agree more. All
Yeah.
right, let's put him behind Ronaldo, and I guess we'll get to it more later. But yeah, Murray Tuilagi definitely. He's had a phenomenal year, bro.
Absolutely.
Right. What about? Let's go to the Warriors. Dylan Wateni Zalesniak, DWZ. Where would you rank him this year?
Tough one for him because he's played so many games this year in an average Warriors side, but I don't think it's been one of his greatest years, to be honest. Still a good player, but for me, for DWZ, I would have him at the top end of average, I reckon.
I think he needs to be indecent, bro, because I think if we're gonna put Ravalawa in the decent category, I feel like we've got to show a bit of respect towards DWZ, and he has had a decent season. The Warriors were dog shit. I don't know how many tries he scored this year, but I know he scored a few. I think we got to put him in front of Ravalawa, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't argue with that. I just think that maybe this year wasn't his best. That's all.
Yeah, no, you make a fair argument. I'll tell you what. Let's just put him there for now. We can swap him later if
Yeah,
we need
that's
to. I think he's had a decent. I think he's been decent. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a top 10 winger or anything like that, but he does the job. He's had a decent season.
yeah. No,
I
I think
feel
he's
like
done.
he has. Let's go to the other Warriors winger, bro. Marcelo Montoya. He's been pretty good for the Warriors, hasn't he?
Yeah, I like Marcelo actually. I think he's definitely cemented himself as a consistent first grade player now. Always seems to do a job for the Warriors and scores a couple of tries and that. I'd have him decent as well. I think if Ravalawa and DWZ are there, then I would have him in decent as well. Probably just behind DWZ though.
So, would you have Montoya in front of Ravalawa?
Based on this year, I would.
All right. I'm with you there. I think Montoya used to be an average winger, but he's definitely improved, hasn't he?
Yeah, out of sight too, definitely.
100%. All right, let's go to the other Roosters winger here, Daniel Tupo. I think Daniel Tupo is one of the best wingers in the comp. I think
Yeah.
he's definitely in the top 5. Would you have Tupo in the best, or would you have him at the top of classy? What do you reckon about Tupo?
Oh, it's a tough one because I'm agreeing with you. It's either the best or the classy for me. Like I definitely fit in those two categories, but for me, like personally for me, I would have him just behind Tuilagi. That's in my opinion.
You'd have Tupo behind Murray Tuilagi. Wow.
Yeah, based on this year, I think Tuilagi and Ronaldo have better seasons.
Yeah, wow, okay. I can sort of agree. Fuck, okay. I'm a little bit surprised about this. I thought he would have been in the best behind Joseph Suoliti. All right.
Oh no.
Do you want to put him in front of Tuilagi but behind Ronaldo?
Maybe it's a bit better. Yeah, a bit more respective.
I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's tough. Tupo is tough because you speak to some people and you say, where is Tupo on this year's form? People are going to say, oh, he's the best winger in the comp. Oh, he's top 3 or he's top 5 or he's top 10. It's just so hard because there's so many good wingers. It's so hard to rank them all. But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to rank them all and give them a rating. But yeah, all right, Tupo. We'll put him behind Ronaldo for now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's go to the Storm. Xavier Coates. He played about 17 games this year, missed a few with injury and whatnot. Xavier Coates, bro. I think Xavier Coates, for me, I think he's behind Sevo, but right in front of Adokar.
Yeah, I would have to agree because I was looking at that as well. But based on this year, I guess just the injury had let him down. So I would actually have him just behind Adokar personally, but I wouldn't argue with him being in front though.
All right, we'll put him behind Adokar for now. Then we'll do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's a good player, Xavier Coates, bro. Like he's a really good player. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, no, look, the injury was tough for him this year, but he'll come good next year, I think.
Let's go to the other Storm winger now. It was actually really hard trying to work out who we were going to use for this last Melbourne Storm winger because they had so many injuries this year. But we've decided to go with Dean Arab Now, I don't want to be rude. I would put Dean Arab in horrible winger. I think he's horrible.
Yeah, we talked about this in the green room as well. I think Dean Arami is around the horrible sort of section, only because he doesn't play much games, and obviously because he's still young and like he's young but has a lot of errors in him too.
He can't defend.
Yeah, I've realised that one too. So I think based on this year has to be the top end of horrible.
Sorry, Dean Arab but you're going in horrible, my friend. Apologies. Hopefully he can bounce back next year if he gets game time. I just don't think he's had a good year. I can't be any more fucking honest.
Yeah, it wasn't his best year, that's for sure.
More honest. It might be harsh. It might be too negative towards him, but he's had a shit season. And if I'm being honest with you, he is a Queensland Cup fucking player at best, in my opinion.
That's his standard. Yeah, I agree.
Now, the next player that we're going to go with, that we're going to rank here. Now, I think this guy is a gun winger, but he's had a shit season at the Eels. His name's Bailey Simonson.
Yeah.
I would put him in average, but I want your opinion on this, Pro Enzo Vids. Bailey Simonson.
Yeah, Bailey Simonson. Yeah, I'm looking at average as well because he obviously got dropped this year a couple of times and missed a couple of games. So I think average is fair enough and been one of the more disappointing signings this year. But where would I put him? I would actually put him just behind Jacob Carraz, in my opinion.
Behind Carraz?
Yeah, behind Carraz just.
Yeah, okay.
Front Thompson.
I can agree with that. I know he hasn't had the best year, Simonson. Like, he's definitely had a disappointing season, but he's not a horrible winger. He's definitely average.
No.
He shouldn't have left Canberra.
Goes on right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Parramatta try and let him go in the off-season and he might go to a different club in Sydney. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that could happen. Early release coming, maybe.
Would not shock me if he were released, to be honest. All right, let's go to some of the big dogs now. We're going to go to Penrith. We're going to go with Brian Toto. Bizza. I think Bizza's in the best section somewhere. What do you reckon?
Yeah, best section for me, but I do think with Brian Toto, I think he's a great player. Definitely best for sure, but I have noticed in some games this year he has been a little bit of a target in defence.
He's had a few injuries.
Yeah, a bit of injuries, yeah.
He's had a couple of injuries.
Yeah, look, I would have him just behind Suaalii, I reckon the best.
You know what? I'm actually okay with that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Brian Toto, he has had a few injuries. He has had a bit of a disrupted season. He has played plenty of football, though. He's definitely a top 5 winger in the game based off this year's form. He's had a great year. I'd put him in the best somewhere, probably behind Suaalii for now. But, yeah, I mean, we could change it later on. I mean, we are basing it off this year's form. So we'll put him behind Joseph Suaalii for now.
Yeah, I think Suaalii's been better.
All right. Taylor May. Another one who's just had an incredible season. Where would you have Taylor May, bro? He's had a freakish season.
Yeah, that's tough, eh? Taylor May, great season, been really good for the Panthers. But where I am looking to put him, I actually reckon I'll have him just in front of Ronaldo in the class here, I reckon.
You know what? I'm with you.
Yep.
Taylor May is tempting to put behind Toto, but
I think
Toto still has had a better year.
Yeah, I think so.
Toto still had a better year.
Yeah. I think top end of class even, mate. Yeah,
I'm fine with that, bro. I've got no problem with that. All right, let's go to the other Rabbitohs winger here, mate, and Tarnane Milne. Tarnane Milne has had an incredible year.
Oh, he
But
has. He has.
where would you have him, bro? Like, would you put Tarnane Milne in class here? Because I don't know if he's on that level.
Oh, I think he's close to classy. Like he's pretty class. Like he's a good player and he would be near classy. But I think for me, I would have him just in front of Tupo. Just
decent.
Yeah, indecent.
Just in front of Tupo.
Indecent. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Righto. Let me grab this bloody. Where is he? There he is. Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that. He's had a good year.
Definitely decent.
He's definitely had a. I mean, his back end of the year has been a lot better than his start to the year. So, yeah, decent for Tarnane Milne. He's had a decent year, no doubt about it. All right, let's go to well, for some reason I've got someone else on here for the Manly players, but we're going to go with the next Manly player, mate, Jason Saab.
Oh, Saaby.
Now he did get injured, which doesn't help him, but Saab, he had a disappointing season, didn't he?
Yeah, bro. I don't know what happened to him. He really declined this year, sadly.
I'd put him in average right at the top. That's just me.
Yeah, look, I'm going to have to agree. I mean, scoring 30-something tries or 28-something tries last year, and only scoring 7 this year is really, really bad. So I would have him.
That's bad for a winger.
It is, yeah. He gets carried by Tom. I will agree with that.
I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be negative. Jason Saabs, he has fucking declined badly this year.
Yeah,
big time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, look, the only thing working for him is his speed, pretty much. Other than that, nothing special, really.
Right, look, it's not good enough. Like he could be anything.
Definitely, but I think so far I would rank Tupo and Garrick as a wingers next year. That's just me.
Now you know what, Jason Saab, nothing more than a tall, lanky cunt. Get fucked.
Oh yeah, tough you, Saab.
Sorry, bro. Yeah. I just want to speak the truth right now. I'm so upset with him, bro, because at the start of the year I'm going, this bloke could be top 5, top try scorer. This bloke could be anything. I'm so disappointed in him this year, bro. Like, seriously, out of all the wingers this year, Jason Saab's in my top 3 most disappointing.
Yeah, look, you can't score 28 tries last year, only score 7. That's fucked.
That pisses me off. That really pisses me off. Like that genuinely shits me off. I thought he could have played Origin this year. What the fuck was I taking?
That was the aim after the year he had last year, but yeah, he fell away from that one.
Did someone spike my glass of Coke? What the fuck? Seriously.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
All right. Let's move on to the Broncos, mate. Corey Oates. Corey Oates has had a great year. Obviously, Brisbane fell off a cliff, and I don't think anyone wants to hear about the Broncos falling off a cliff because I think they're sick of it. Corey Oates has had an incredible year. One of the best years of his career, I reckon. Where would you have Corey Oates, bro? I think he has to be behind Brian Toto.
Yeah, look, I'm looking at the best as well. I think Corey Oates has had an outbreak season. You know, a couple of years ago, he was obviously struggling with form and struggling with consistency, but he seems to have seems to have found that sort of form again. And yeah, I think I'd have behind Toto as well in the best category.
Would you say Corey Oates has had a better year than Taylor May?
By a little bit. By a little bit, yeah.
Taylor May's been pretty good, but Oates this year, bro, he's reborn. He's getting the credit he deserves. He's found his love for rugby league again. I thought Corey Oates, I thought he was going to retire. I thought that was the end of him, but he's come back and he's had a great season. Awesome year from Corey Oates.
Yeah, 100%.
Good on him. Good on him. Honestly, good on him. What a fucking year he's had. Let's go to the other Broncos player who's had a breakout year, Selwyn Cobbo. Now, Cobbo sure as hell ain't going to the best.
No,
I don't know where you'd rank Cobbo. Cobbo's had a great year, but where do you put him?
Yeah, it's tough for me.
He's classy, isn't he? He's classy, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm looking at class as well. I reckon put Cobbo just behind Ronaldo and in front of Tupo.
I would put him. Oh, see, I'm with you, but I'm not with you. Like, I'd have him in front of Murray Tulangi, but behind Tupo.
Yeah, I can agree on that one as well. Like, I don't disagree.
Because Cobo did have a few moments there where he was quiet, but he has had a breakout year. Definitely in the top 10 wingers in the game. I'd probably have him behind Tupo.
Yeah, I would too.
I mean, if you put Cobo in front of Tupo, I've got no argument either. Like, I've got no problem with it.
Yeah, all the same in the end.
Yeah, I think it's fair. Hell, if you had Cobo in front of Ronaldo Mulatalo, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it either.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't at all.
No?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the Newcastle Knights boys. Big Edric Lee. Fuck, he's had a good year. Newcastle were dog shit this year. Edric Lee had a good year. I'd have Edric Lee probably just in front of Xavier Coates, but behind Addo Carr.
Yeah, look, Edric's gone well. Definitely, yeah, like you said, good in a shit Newcastle side, and I think he's had an outbreak year. I think with Lee, yeah, look, it's tough. I'd probably just have him above of Addo Carr, so in between Sivo and Addo Carr.
Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. I like it. Oh no, what the fuck? Come here, Edric. There you go. All right. Let's go to the other Sharks winger. Now, for some reason, it's giving me Connor Tracy, but we're going to use that as Sione Katoa. Sione Katoa played enough football to get ranked on this list. Sione Katoa is a gun. I think he's a weapon. Where would you put Sione Katoa?
Katoa, yeah, look, I think before his injury, he was definitely one of the best wingers going around the game. Like,
He was killing it.
But where would I put him?
Behind the Fox or in front of him?
I'm going to say behind. So in between Addo Carr and Coates.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I got no problem with that one at all. There we go. Sione Katoa. For some reason, it's Connor Tracy, but we're going to use that as Sione Katoa. All right, free to go, Mr. Pro Enzo Vids. Free to go. Kyle Felt from the Cowboys. Now, Kyle Felt, fuck, he's had a good year. Now,
absolutely.
For me, I would have Kyle Felt. I'm not sure what you reckon. I'd have him just in front of Savo.
Just in front of Sivo. Yeah.
Where would you have him?
Actually, I agree because I think Tulangi's had a better year as the other Cowboys winger. So
yeah.
I would agree. Put Felt just in front of Sivo.
I think Felt. I mean, Murray Tulangi's been the better winger this season.
Yeah.
Kyle Felt's had a good year. I think Kyle Felt right in front of Sivo. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I agree. I think put him in front of Sivo.
All right. 2 to go. What about Dominic Young from Newcastle? Dominic Young, he does some good stuff and he does some dumb stuff. I'm not sure what you reckon about Dominic Young, bro, but I'd have him in decent right behind Nick Kotrick.
Decent right behind Nick Kotrick. Oh, wow. See,
what do you reckon?
I actually have him decent too, but I actually have him at the lower end, you know? So sort of around...
really?
Yeah, sort of around where Figai and DWZ are, just between them, I reckon.
Wow.
But
tell you what we'll do.
Definitely decent, though.
Let's put him behind Tupo then.
Just behind Tupo? Yeah, all right, I can't argue with that.
Let's do that. He's had a pretty solid year for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Considering they've been dog shit, he's had a decent year.
100%.
All right. The final player, a player that I know you can't stand, Pro Enzo, Jordan Rapana or Jordan Rapana. I know you hate his guts. I know you don't like him one bit.
Just the grub.
I think Rapana has had a pretty good year considering Canberra. They were shit at the start of the year, then they come good towards the end. Rapana, I think he's definitely going in classy, But where would you have Rapana?
Yeah, I guess without letting my hate get too in front of me with him. I think with Rapana, he's had a good season for Canberra. Just in terms of making the run to the 8, he's been a big part of that.
Yeah.
So I think with Rapana, I have him in classy as well, but probably just in front of Katoa.
Yeah, fuck. That low. Really?
Yeah, or I don't know. I think the
I was going to
Fox-
say behind Sevo. Like, I was going to say just in front of Edric.
Yeah. Now I think about it, I wouldn't disagree with that actually.
All right. I think Rapana's had a bit better year than Edric Lee and the Fox, but not by a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Well,
very close.
the list. There's the list. We've got 32 wingers ranked. Now, our top 10 wingers of this year's from this season, bro, on form. Let me get this list together here. So what? 4, 8, 10. So the top 10 wingers that Nick from Australia and Pro Enzo Vids have come up with here. Number 10, Kyle Felt. Number 9, Murray Tuilagi. Number 8, Selwyn Cobbo. Number 7, Daniel Tupo. Number 6, Ronaldo Mulatalo. Number 5, Taylor May. Number 4, Corey Oates. Number 3, Brian Toto. Number 2, Joseph Suwaliti. And number 1, Alex Johnson. Do you agree with the top 10, or would you like to make a couple of changes?
No, I agree with the top 10 actually. I think that's a fair sort of ranking of all the wingers in the top 10 this year. Definitely wouldn't change that in my opinion.
Do you think we've got Ronaldo Mulatalo too high?
No, I don't think so. I think Ronaldo deserves to be ranked 6 this year, in my opinion.
All right, I'm fine with it. I think that's a good list. I think Alex Johnson, number 1. Do you agree?
Yeah, I'd have AJ number 1 too.
I mean, he's a top try scorer. He does all the little things right. He doesn't get any credit. Lots of people say, oh, all he can do is just score tries. It's like, no. He does so much more stuff unnoticed that no one even notices.
There's more to him than scoring tries, yeah.
And based off this year, the top 5 worst wingers that we've got: Dean Eremaira, Greg Marzou, Brent Naden, Corey Thompson, and Bailey Simonson. Is that fair?
That is fair, yeah. I think that's pretty ranked fairly. I can't argue with
that. Someone in the chat says, who has been better, Suwaliti or Oates? I'd go Suwaliti just.
Yeah, I said Suwaliti too.
There's not much in it, though. I mean, the top 5 wingers we got: Taylor May, Corey Oates, Brian Toto, Joseph Suwaliti, and Alex Johnson. I'm fine with that list.
Me too.
All right, Mr. Pro Enzo Vids, mate. Thank you for coming on tonight. It's been a very fun stream doing this, ranking the wingers. I want to thank you for coming on tonight. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, no worries at all. Great to come on and do the rankings of the wingers. I think we've come up with a pretty good list here, and fun list with 32 wingers.
No worries, bro. Well, mate, thank you very much for coming on, and thank you to everyone in the live chat that tuned in for tonight's live stream. We've had a pretty good crowd here. We had about 35 people here at one point, so it's good to see everyone tuning into the channel. But thank you, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We're getting very close to 2K. We're about 35 away from 2,000 subscribers. So, seriously, tell your friends to subscribe. Just share it around to your friends, your cousin, whoever. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. We'll be doing I'll be doing the preliminary final preview tomorrow, which will be obviously the Cowboys and the Eels preview, along with the Panthers, Rabbitohs. So that'll be tomorrow night, probably about 7 o'clock or something. I'll let you guys know more about that tomorrow. Pro Enzo Vids, thank you very much.
Nah, cheers, bro. Anytime.
Thanks to everyone that tuned in. Enjoy your night. Have a good Monday night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the preliminary final preview. Until then, take care, everyone. Have a good night.